here at HuffPost.com is an article by Alan Elsner entitled Trial and Execution, The Dramatic Deaths of Nicolae and Elena Ceausescu. 20 years ago on Christmas Day, it says here, the Romanian dictator Nicolae Ceausescu and his wife Elena were executed after a summary trial. And thanks to the marvels of modern technology, anyone can view those proceedings. 20 years ago on Christmas Day, the Ceausescus had ruled Romania with an iron hand, presiding over what had become the most tyrannical regime in Europe. Under their rule, the economy was run into the ground, and the country and its unfortunate citizens reduced to penury. Not sure what penury is, but it sounds like begging. Romanians were subjected to pervasive surveillance. Any and all signs of dissent were crushed. That changed when brave Romanians, first in the western city of Timisoara, and then in the capital of Bucharest, defied the regime's tanks and guns and poured into the streets to demand their freedom. After trying in vain to rally the masses while simultaneously ordering the army to crush the revolt using all necessary force, the Ceausescus flew Bucharest by helicopter on the 22nd of December. Their first stop was the presidential retreat of Snagov, not far from the capital, where Ceausescu apparently made several phone calls trying to assess his options. Snagov is the site of a beautiful monastery, known as the burial place of Vlad Tepes, or Vlad the Impaler, the brutal 15th century Wallachian prince who inspired Bram Stoker's Dracula. The Dracula theme runs strangely through this narrative. Ceausescu regarded Vlad as a national hero, identified with him, and marked the 500th anniversary of his death by issuing a commemorative postage stamp. On the subject of tainted blood, it should be noted that one of Ceausescu's most invidious legacies to Romania was Europe's worst HIV/AIDS crisis, the leader having refused to accept the existence of the disease for many years and having banned the use of contraceptives. After a brief stop at Snagov, the Ceausescus took to the air again, until the helicopter pilot warned them they might be tracked by radar and shot down. Ceausescu ordered him to land, and the aircraft came to ground in a field northwest of the capital. In his book, The Romanian Revolution, historian Peter St. Davies describes how the fugitives and their bodyguards next hijacked a car driven by a local doctor. When it ran out of gas, they commandeered a second vehicle, which brought them to Targovist, fittingly Vlad's historical capital. It was there they were finally detained and brought to an army barracks, where they stayed the next 2 days in a strange limbo. Meanwhile, violence continued to rage in Bucharest. According to St. Davies, the decision to put the couple on trial was taken on the evening of December 24th by a small group of leaders worried that the security situation on Targoviste was precarious and the Ceausescus might still be able to pose a threat. The trial lasted for just under an hour. Watching film of the proceedings today, one is filled with a queasy sense of history at its rawest, stripped to brutal fundamentals. Here were two living people, once all-powerful rulers of their country, now defenseless, about to become unalived. How would it have been, one wonders, to see the show trials of King Louis XVI of France, or Marie Antoinette, or the trumped-up trial of Anne Boleyn? This comes pretty close. The Ceausescus were charged with 4 counts, including genocide. Nicolae refused to recognize the authority of the court and maintained that the revolution was organized by a gang of traitors backed by foreign interests. He seemed convinced to the end that the Romanian people still adored him. One sentence was pronounced. 4 soldiers approached the couple to tie their hands with a crude ball of twine. The intention was apparently to shoot them one at a time, but they insisted on dying together. The footage takes on an unrefined, unedited quality, far more dramatic than any Hollywood production. And here it says, Elena said, "We have the right to die together, together, together." Nicolae, what kind of thing is this? Still apparently in disbelief that his last moments were at hand. Elena, don't tie us up. Don't defend us. Please don't touch me. Nicolae, I have the right to do what I want. The right, he has the rights, the leader says. The authoritarian leader says he has the rights. Elena, shame, shame on you. I brought you up as a mother. Stop it. You're breaking my arms. Let go of them. Let me go. Why are you doing this? A soldier. No one will help you now. Elena, we're powerless now. They are led outside. The film records bursts of gunfire and then zooms in on the 2 twisted bodies lying like broken dolls, blood streaming from their wounds. And then those famous final portraits of death that flashed around the world. 20 years later, those images have lost none of their power to shock. And we're going to see part of those images coming up. We're not going to see any blood, and we're not going to see any bodies. But right up to the point was what we're going to see tonight. And this particular production was taken from a documentary that mixed restaged events with actual footage from the execution of the Ceausescus. Yeah, that's all we're going to show that. What happens next is the smoke clears and you can see the bodies.
I think there's someone in the house. It's middle of the night. I think there's someone in the house. Hello? 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 Hello. Hello.